try your best, but you don't succeed.
So about a month ago, I applied for an internship at this church in California, and I've been dreaming about it for a long time, and I just decided to go for it and apply, and so I did. And I got a call from the program, and they wanted me to fly out there and interview. So I flew out there last week, and I interviewed, and the interviews went awesome. They really did. I was nervous, but I really felt like they went awesome. And so I flew home, and I was just waiting to hear back from them, and I felt really good about it. Like, I really think I'm going to get this internship, right? And then 2 days ago, I got an email from the director, and he said I didn't get in. Rejection is really, really tough. I mean, nobody wants to be told that they're not good enough for something. I mean, that's basically what he said, right? Like, hey, Jim, you're not good enough for us, so we're going to look for people who we think are better. All right. And in the midst of the rejection, it would be easy for me to say, oh, that's who I am. I'm not good enough. Not good enough in California, not good enough here. So we've been talking about identity, who we are, who God's made us to be, and it's such a tough thing, right? Like, who am I? Thankfully, I'm not that failed interview, because I didn't get in. If that defined me, then sure, I am a failure. I did carpentry for like 5 years, so does that make me a carpenter? Is that who I am? I'm finishing school right now. I'm going to get my bachelor's degree in economics, and I'll be done in about 4 weeks, and I'm really excited, but am I a student? Is that who I am? I love to run. Running is one of my favorite things, but am I a runner? Is that who I am? Is that who I am, or just those things that I do? See, I think a lot of times we try to define ourselves by what we do. We play soccer, so we're a soccer player, and we place our identity in that. Abercrombie's our favorite store, so all we wear is Abercrombie. And then we define ourselves by that image. Wear those pants or that sweatshirt. And we actually think and believe that we're better for it. We think that those things actually make us a better person. I get how tough identity is. I mean, I'm 27 and I still look in the mirror sometimes and say, really? Really? Because somehow she's way better looking than I'll ever be, and she did nothing for that. And he is 5 times the soccer player I am, and I worked harder at it than he did. It's just not fair. Life's not fair, right? I mean, we want to pretend that somewhere along the line, like, there's some equality, like somehow things could be even, but they're not. There's always that some person who's better at something than me, or better looking, or more popular, or funnier, or has nicer clothes. That person who has more friends, even though I try really hard. But for some reason, people just like them more. The system seems so messed up and so unfair. I mean, really, all we want is to be liked for who we are, right? I mean, I just want to be me and that to be enough. Like, why does the world have to work this way? But you get it, right? Because, I mean, even though it seems so unfair, you do it to other people. I mean, you want to be valued for who you are, but you aren't willing to value other people for who they are. I mean, the same things that hurt us, that shatter us, are the same things and the same expectations we place on other people. We want our friends to be popular. We want our friends to be beautiful. We want our friends to be cool, to be good athletes, to be this. We're always put up against this standard that you have to be this to be cool. You have to be this to be popular. We never say, You can just be you, and that's enough for me. But that's what we want, right? I mean, it would be great if I could just be me, and that would be enough. That I didn't have to put on a mask to pretend to be something that I'm not comfortable being. Here's the cool thing though. When we move into a relationship with Jesus, he doesn't ever care about that stuff. He says, I love you for who you are. I created you and you have value. And he comes inside of us and changes us from the inside out. See, God doesn't care about the way we dress. God doesn't care about our looks. He doesn't care about how athletic we are. He doesn't care if we shop at Hollister or Abercrombie or The Gap. He doesn't care about any of that stuff. All he cares about is what's inside. God cares about character. And that's what God's interested in changing. And so when we move into a relationship with Jesus, he says, I want to change your character. I want to change who you are, but I don't define you by what you wear. I define you by your character. So what if we started doing that to each other? What if we started asking each other, who are you? Can I trust you? Will you love me for who I am? Will you be my friend for me and not for what I wear or for how beautiful I am or for how funny I am? What if we started holding each other to that kind of standard?